So this is what they're doing. They're reaching back to those, kind of like the music as well. The music of today, really, the artists are reaching back to the 60s or the 70s or the 80s. And that's an example of the creativity of this place called America, which is really known as Babylon the Great. The creativity is being cut off. You know, that's a sign, an omen that the Heavenly Father is about to wrap this place up, destroy this place. Okay, and I'm talking about America. You know, America's about to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction and the chariots of the Lord. So the creativity that once used to come out of this place is being cut off.
Shalom, shalom. As always, I want to start this video off by giving all glory, honor, and thanks to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son for this wisdom and knowledge. That's Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodesh, as well as the double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, whom I learned this truth from, and a shalom to the rest of the elders in Akim around the globe, bringing this word out within sincerity, truth, and diligence. And you heard the beloved elder apostle Gabar speaking on the creativity here in Babylon the Great, America drying up as a sign of impending destruction. And that's going to be the theme of this video or lesson. And I got what you see on the screen. Here's a quote. His name, Jawaharlal Nehru. I definitely butchered that, but what he says is you can tell the condition of a nation by looking at the status of its women. And not only that, you can also apply that to the music. If I was from planet a righteous planet and I touched down here on Earth and spent time in America for a day and just looked at its women and listened to the music or the bullshit that we call music that's coming out, I would know that this place is about to be over. It's about to be through. And in a couple weeks ago, during the start of 2024, I was just listening to some R&B from like the year 2000 to 2002. And it's crazy being born in the early 90s, just how much more wicked and degenerate, especially our people, Jake and Eve, our people's music has gotten. And I came to the conclusion that, 2023 was the last drop of any type of worldly youthful joy that I had, because 2024 is cracking. It's starting off. It's real shit going down every day. And let's go through some of these screenshots, because the theme of this lesson is there's a spirit of inevitable doom, hell, and evils going on. You look at just the year 2024. Let me see if I can pull this up. This is The Simpsons, and we know we are not ignorant to Satan's devices. Esau Edom uses these cartoons for his for predictive programming. He'll show a plane flying into the Twin Towers in the Rugrats movie a whole year before that happens, and we're supposed to pretend like he wasn't telling us something. And here we go. They did the same with 2023, but 2023 was a relatively calm year. But nonetheless, you see on the screen the dark truth. You got the Simpsons family opening the doors to a burning hell. And then you got what down here? A thumbnail of 2004, and it shows mushroom clouds. And that's the spirit. Esau, here's another one, part 2. Homer Simpson with a big mushroom cloud in the background. And that's the future, as you heard Apostle Gabar say. This place is about to get wrapped up by thermonuclear missiles, them ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay, and basically the conclusion before we get these precepts is the music sucks, the movies suck, dating and marriage is through, the family's destroyed, everyone broke. And any type of movies that do come out that look interesting, it's always some dark dystopian future. And we got, you even type in about millennials, and let's pull this up. This shows the generation. We got millennials from the early 80s to the mid 90s, and then Generation Z, which is the last letter of the English alphabet. That's the spirit right there, 97 to the early 2010s. And if we go right here on the screen. Millennials, so millennials and Gen Z aren't dating, which shows you the sign that the genders are at war and the family structure is shot to nothing. Another one right here by the brother Canuck, GMS San Francisco or Bay Area. Hoflation has destroyed dating in the West. And biblically, back in the biblical days, or not biblical days, we're still in biblical days, but back in the old world, there wouldn't be no dating. This is why in a lot of countries east, they have arranged marriages. And those last longer than the bullshit dating, because you let a woman date, she done had many rods before she picks you, and now she's no longer able to pair bond. And it shows right here on the screen that it's destroyed the West. It is the trenches. It's the slums of relationships out here in Esau Edom's kingdoms. And here's another one before we get these precepts on millennials and Generation Z are broke as hell, all in debt, paying college loans, paying car loans, can't afford rent. So everything we see, more and more signs that this place is collapsing and is about to collapse. So let's get the first precept I got, Ecclesiastes 12 at the top. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And that's really going, looking back on my youth, shit always been crazy here, especially Jake and Babylon the Great America, but I can appreciate even 2 decades ago versus what it is now. This shit is beyond crazy. And that's how we gonna feel when Jacob's trouble touches down. It's gonna be, we might be looking back like, damn, I wish we could go back to 2020 or 2023. A lot of hell is gonna break out in Babylon the Great America, which has to happen to get to the kingdom. 2nd Ezra's 15 chapter, verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And that's what's happened. The scriptures also talk about how the Lord, the Heavenly Father, is going to plague Egypt again as before. What's the modern day Egypt? That's America. And America getting plagued left and right. We can see that just starting off in 2024. It's real shit going down. You got, the family structure or the gender war that we're in, that's a plague. The rainbow mob, that's another plague. All this debt, that's a plague. Actual real pestilences going out left and right. All these types of plagues. Mental health is at an all-time low. Even the life expectancy for citizens of Babylon the Great America has reached a low, all-time low in like 90 years or so. So we're seeing the Heavenly Father's just opening up more and more plagues, and we got, never mind the natural disasters that are the Lord's gonna keep hitting this place up too. So let's close off on this one. Actually, wrong one. This is gonna be Wisdom of Solomon 3:19. And before, real quick, because they call this is Generation Z. Well, what letter comes after Z? So I would be of the millennial generation, but we also got the youth, the younger generation, Generation Z. Well, let's speak on this last generation. Wisdom of Solomon 3:19. For horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation. And that's what we have. The Lord spoke on, we are the adulterous generation. And it's nothing but wickedness and evils multiplied over and over. And this is what we're seeing. And how's it going to end? Before them nuclear missiles, it's going to be death, famine, and destruction. Okay? So the spirit of inevitable doom, hell, and evils is pretty strong out here in Babylon the Great. People can feel it. I hope this is edifying. Shalom.